Hello, everybody. August 14th, 2022 at 12:27 p.m. What's up? Hope y'all doing good. This is episode 414 of 413 Sportstalk, or 414, just to not confuse you. This one's a big one, filled with a lot of information, so just sit back and enjoy it, because it starts now. August 14th, 2022, if I didn't say that already. And today, the WNBA regular season comes to an end. Playoffs to start August 17th. We'll get into that a little bit down the road. Anyway, no news, but we got to get to the scores, so here they are. We'll start with baseball first. The Yankees beat my Red Sox 3-2. Doubleheader for the Braves and Marlins. First one is taken by Atlanta 5-2. Second one is taken by Atlanta 6-2. Toronto over Cleveland 2-1. Tampa Bay over Baltimore 8-2. Chicago Cubs over the Cincinnati Reds 7-2. Washington 4. San Diego Padres 3. Chicago White Sox 6. Detroit Tigers 4. Houston 8. Oakland nothing. Dodgers 13. Royals 3. Mets 1. Phillies nothing. And Milwaukee 3. St. Louis 2 in 10 innings. Texas 7. Seattle Mariners 4. Arizona Diamondbacks 6. Colorado Rockies nothing. And San Francisco 2. Pitt 0. That's it for the MLB. Now let's talk WNBA really quickly. Today is the last day of the 2022 WNBA season, as I alluded to at the beginning. Playoffs start August 17, 2022. It's going to be awesome. We're going to get down the road with predictions, as the WNBA has a new playoff format, so we got to go based off that. And I will definitely give you guys my 2022 WNBA champion. See if it matches up with yours. Who knows? Anyway, so today, however, we have a game actually getting ready to start a state away in Connecticut at 1 p.m. That's Minnesota Lynx at the Connecticut Sun. 2 o'clock's game is the Atlanta Dream at the New York Liberty. That's for 2 o'clock. Indiana Fever at the Washington Mystics for 3. The Seattle Storm at the Las Vegas Aces for 3 as well. 2 hours later, we had the Chicago Sky squaring off against the Phoenix Mercury, and to cap it off, we have the Dallas Stars at the Los Angeles Sparks for 7. And thank you very much. That's it for WNBA. Check back tomorrow. We'll have scores from the final day of the regular season in Monday's episode 415. NFL preseason week 1, I have the Bears over the Chiefs 19-14. Panthers over Washington 23-21. Buffalo skives off Indy 27-24. Pittsburgh 32, Seattle 25. Miami 26, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 24. Houston 17, New Orleans 13. Denver 17, Dallas 7. And Los Angeles Rams 29. Los Angeles Chargers 22. And that has it for NFL preseason. Check back tomorrow for more scores, updates on anything you need. Now we switch to the NCAA. This is the second half of the mock draft by percentages that the mock draft simulator picked yesterday. You know, I did the first round. The first half of the first round. So here's picks 17 through 32. And they start off with Alabama's Willie Anderson Jr., 11.6%. Another Will Anderson Jr. citing as the Houston Texans are selecting the edge rusher from Alabama with an average draft position of 3.3 on 11.6 of the mocks that I saw. That's their lowest draft position of a player with a double-digit percentage of a team's simulations, which is kind of far-fetched, to say the least. Behind only is Atlanta's picking of Anderson and Carter, as I talked about before. As stated, Anderson is a defensive changing player, and we give Houston a brand new ability off the edge. Something I totally agree. Cincinnati Bengals select Brian Brees, defensive tackle out of Clemson, 11.1%. This is number 18, by the way. The Bengals did all they could to try and fix their offensive line woes these past few seasons. As such, Bengals fans are hitting the trenches again, but by this time it's on the defensive side of the ball. Of all these freaking mocks, Brian Brees sits there as the top pick for the Bengals. The Clemson defender has a ridiculous upside because of the combination of speed and strength for someone his size. He'll rush the passer from a various set of alignments and has tremendous strength for his compact frame. Number 19, fuck the Bears, but they take Jordan Addison, a wideout from USC, at 10.5% It appears as if the model for the Chicago Bears is torn between two receivers. That's Jordan Addison and Quentin Johnson out of TCU, which I think my Packers are going to take. When deciphering who to pick here, we sleep with Addison as he's being drafted with an average position of 11.5. Addison is the reigning Biletnikoff Award winner, for those of you who don't know, who transferred to USC after hauling in passes from Pittsburgh's Kenny Pickett, his historic 2021 season. He'll again have an NFL caliber quarterback thrown his way with the Trojans as his chance to explode even further into the scene in Lincoln Riley's offense. Arizona Cardinals take B.J. Ojulari from LSU, defensive end, edge rusher, whatever you want to call him. One of the top defending duos in the sport this season hails from LSU, and the Arizona Cardinals are grabbing one half of them as a preferred player, B.J. Ojulari, with a pair with Ali Gay to form a quarterback's worst fucking nightmare in 2022. And the former heads out to west to the desert, 9.6% of Cardinal simulations. Ojulari has excellent size and power as he brings reckless abandon with technical refinement to his game. He's definitely a guy you need to see on YouTube as well. Okay, moving on swiftly. Number 21, Dallas Cowboys go with Emil Ikoye Jr., guard from Alabama, offensive lineman. First true interior offensive lineman makes an appearance as Emil Ikoye is headed to the Dallas Cowboys on a majority of the simulations. Dallas gets a big man in the middle who can play either guard or either guard spot. Obviously, landing opposite Zach Martin and Big D is a good situation for anybody. Ikoye is a high character player with terrific anchor and highlight real play in the run blocking situations. Number 32, Pittsburgh Steelers, Peter Sharonsky, for offensive tackle from Northwestern, former teammate of Rashad Slater, 9.2%. Needing more than just one offensive lineman this season, the Pittsburgh Steelers are fond of Peter Skoronsky. Wow. At least based on the simulation picks, Skoronsky will have to deal with being an undersized traditional tackle. Something like his former teammate and current Los Angeles Chargers left tackle Rashawn Slater had to deal with as he transitioned to the pros. Number 23, Las Vegas Raiders, Miles Murphy, edge rusher from Clemson at 9.1. Another Miles Murphy sighting, holy shit. As well as it appears, edge rushers are at a premium in this class for a few teams. The Las Vegas Raiders selecting Murphy at 9.1% of their mocks, with an average draft position of 15.1%. Right where they're projected. If Murphy slides to the Raiders at number 15, you can bet the fans will be as happy as fuck with this pick. Number 24, Washington Commanders, Eli Ricks, corner from Alabama. We have it at 8.2%. See, the percentages are going down because it's not likely these guys are going to slide. Washington may be in need of a quarterback in the draft next year. However, it appears the fans have bought into Carson Wentz and the savior of the season, and potentially Sam Howell for the future, as none of their 7 most drafted players are quarterbacks. Number 25, Carolina Panthers, Bryce Young. We won't even read the descriptor because he's not going to go here. Number 26, Malachi Moore, another Alabama standout who's not going to go to the Ravens here, but another Alabama corner in the DMV. Why not? As Baltimore users are selecting Malachi Moore with the majority of the time, unlike the numbers ahead of them. However, the majority is slim, as users are grabbing wide receivers or cornerbacks, but aren't quite sold on them yet. Moore has tremendous nose for the football, great skills to boot, and if he were to land in Baltimore, he'd have quite the cornerback room to learn from. Trust me. Patriots, Brian Brees, number 27. We've already discussed him. Chargers at 28. Clark Phillips III, corner from Utah. It's most likely where he's going to land. Saints take Tyler Van Dyke at 29. 30, Denver Broncos, Henry Tuo, linebacker from Alabama. I probably destroyed that. Cleveland Browns, Keyshawn Bouette from Louisiana. And San Francisco 49ers take Nolan Smith, edge rusher from Georgia. This is that presentation of the NFL draft. That's who I think, it's not like in any order, it's just who I think is going to go to which team. You know what I mean? Obviously, there are holes because some teams don't have first-round picks on there. There are teams who picked multiple times. And when we have a better idea of what I'm going to do with the mock, you'll definitely be the first to see it. Thank you very much for your patience. This was a long episode, these big segments. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And this is the end of episode 414 of 403 Sports Talk, or 414. Love you all. Wish you nothing but health, wealth, and success. Hope you enjoy your day on this Sunday. It is 12:40 p.m. And if you're seeing this, you're awesome, especially if you're working. And yeah, hope you all have a great day.